What is going on, everyone? It's Albert Veliconi here, and today I'm with my twin brother, short form Mike, and we're going on a long run, testing some products, seeing how Albert fuels, getting some clips, and also taking you guys through Washington D.C. Because Washington D.C. it's kind of like it's kind of boring sometimes. It gets a bad rep, but there's actually a lot of really beautiful things to see, especially nature, and it's an awesome place to run. And also, if you've been following my Instagram, which is Runs by Albert, you know, I've been documenting some of my journey as I prepare to chase the 2:16 Olympic Trials Marathon standard. And today we'll be going to a little bit more detail about sort of my preparation, my plans, you know, how I sort of plan to get ready to make sure that on the day in October, I'm ready to execute when I run my first marathon. As a non-elite runner myself, it's always fun to see how better runners than myself fuel, how they train. So we're gonna get some insight into that as well, and how he's gonna be fueling on this long run. So let's get it.
I have to say this. I think I'm a special one.
Yeah, tell my mama I'm gonna make it and she threw some shade. When I was fucked up by myself searching for better days. Like summertime down in the mall.
You decided to start training for marathon?
Well, a couple weeks ago my college career ended, and I always kind of had the marathon as something, a distance that I found really interesting and really challenging. Obviously there's like the aerobic demands of needing to be really strong, but also sort of the physical challenge of, you know, making sure that you train well enough that your body doesn't break down. Because for a lot of people, literally just even trying to run 26 miles is a challenge, and trying to run an Olympic Trials Qualifier is obviously something completely like is even more crazy when you have like specific time goals. And so, you know, to me the challenge of it all seemed really appealing. And now that I'm at the NCAA, I can kind of navigate my running towards things that I find interesting, and an Olympic Trials Qualifier seems like a really great start for, you know, where I want things to go. And yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Why do you actually think this goal is 50?
Well, part of me doesn't know that I can, so I think that's what makes it exciting, is setting goals out there that, you know, scare you or challenge you a little bit. Like, sure, do I think, you know, my past as an athlete, you know, running 4 flat and 1340 gives me a really good like base and a really good sort of baseline of fitness to be able to do it? Sure, but again, sort of like I said before, trying to run for 26 miles that for me it's going to be, you know, 5:08 mile pace or like 3:11 per kilometer, you know, feels like a completely different challenge. It's really important in sport like running that you're setting goals that you're not 100% certain you can get. So, you know, again, that's why the idea of chasing 2:16, you know, it just excites me, because it's not only the aerobic challenge but also just the building up my body to be strong enough. So I believe I can get it, but I'm not certain I can get it, and that's the fun part.
What's the biggest differences in training? Marathon versus 5K.
At a very basic level, just gotta run more. Someone like me, coming from the 5K in college, I was used to running like roughly 80 miles a week, or like 130K. And now I've got to gonna build my way up to roughly, you know, 100, 110 miles a week, which would be like 160, 180K a week. So that's gonna be the main thing. That combined with the sort of workouts that I'll be doing, you know, 20-mile long runs at, you know, 550 mile pace, stuff like that.
What's that, kilometers? Like 340?
Yeah, 340 per kilometer, something like that, for 20 miles, or, you know, 2 hours basically. But really the main thing will just be a huge increase in volume, but looking forward to it.
What's the thing about this build that you have to adjust to that you're probably used to with that?
I think the biggest thing, and this is a lot of really good advice that I've gotten from, you know, coaches and mentors that I've had, is that fueling is like probably the biggest component that people need to learn and execute right on race day, apart from the training, obviously. And so that means, you know, practicing fueling during workouts, during runs, and so that on the body, like during a marathon, a lot of these elite marathoners are taking almost 100 grams of carbs every hour. But that's something that you need to train your body to be able to do. And so I'm really grateful that I've gotten to get to know the guys at Horn Energy over the past couple of weeks, and they sent me a package of their gels, and I'll be taking these throughout my build. And it's got 27 grams of carbs, 150 milligrams of electrolytes, which in the middle of runs, especially when it's hot, is super important. They replace the sweat that you're losing while you're running. And obviously on a day like today where it's really hot and I'm sweating a lot, it's crucial that I'm replacing the sweat that I'm losing. So, I mean, not only does it taste really good, but it's gonna really help me out to avoid bonking in the middle of my runs. So It's awesome. Shout out Hornet. And so if you want to know the gear that I'll be utilizing during this marathon build, check out my faves. It'll be linked in my bio, where I've got a page up of all the shoes, gear, clothing that I'll be wearing, and more. So definitely check it out. Yeah, man, that was sick. I mean, it was a lot of fun to come back home, you know, run in DC for a little bit, obviously, and see what it's looking like these days. But yeah.
What do you want to go over to gear with content?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed posting, obviously, and I think there's, not only will it be really fun for me to document the process, but I think there's a lot of value in showing people sort of the, you know, even people that are chasing really high goals, they don't know everything. They're going to get things wrong. They're going to have days that suck. Yeah, just where I want to go from here. Really want to keep pushing out content and just, you know, obviously I'm on Strava, I'm on Faves, I'm on Instagram, whatever else. But most importantly, I just want to share how awesome sport running is with you all and how fun it is to chase big goals. So I like that I've done a good job of that so far. And, you know, only more videos to come from here. You know, I'll be posting workouts, you know, training tips, whatever else you all want to see. And yeah, can't wait. And thank you guys all for watching. It's been Albert. Thanks to Short Form Mike for helping me out with this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys very soon.